So who are some trusted silver and gold dealers that you can go to when you want to buy your silver and gold? How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Empire Precious Metals. Thanks for watching. Today I wanted to talk about some trusted silver and gold dealers that I do a lot of business with on Instagram and social media. Now, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. Blast that subscribe button, get the bell notification clicked. That way you get updated with any new content. So I recently have been posting a bunch of videos talking about scams. People I know, friends of mine, people in the community, customers of mine have been getting scammed. And I want to share with you some of the individuals that I do a lot of business with on Instagram. Now, some of you might not actually be on Instagram, which is totally fine. In my opinion, I do think that YouTube and Instagram kind of go together hand in hand. A lot of people that are on Instagram have YouTube accounts, and a lot of people on YouTube have Instagram accounts. And a lot of the online social media sellers are on both platforms. Sometimes you can actually get better deals on one platform than another. An example of this would be, for example, like AppMex or JM Bullion. They are posting their items on their website for X amount of money, and then they are also on eBay and they are selling for less. And sometimes it's more on eBay than it is on their site. You have to check both. Same goes with the social media sellers. And a lot of these guys actually have some really good deals. Now, I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot for sharing with you this information because sometimes I actually get some products from these individuals myself. But you know what? I want to make sure that you, as the customer, are secure and that you are not getting scammed. And so I'm going to go over a handful of names with you. They're in no particular order, but I vouch for each of these individuals. At least I'm basing this on my own past experiences. I have never been screwed. I've always gotten my items relatively quickly. I also have done multiple transactions with these people. They are legitimate. So I'm going to just get it started with none other than Guido Stack. Those of you that are here on YouTube, you most likely know Guido. He has his live streams on Monday nights. He and I have done a lot of projects and a lot of business together. We work very closely with one another. We share a lot of information on buyers. We also share a lot of information on wholesalers. We source from a lot of the same places. We work together very, very well, and we talk relatively often. So Guido Stack, I would say, is a very good person for you to go to. He has a great show here on YouTube, but he also does a lot of buy it now sales on Instagram, and his prices are very, very competitive. The other person I'm going to put you onto is Stacking NYC. And also, before I get any further in this list, please make sure when you do visit these people, make sure you let them know that Stormy sent you. It goes a long way. So back to what I was saying. Stacking NYC. A lot of you may already know him. I have known him for the last 4 years. Great guy. I talk to him an awful lot. I've bought many, many items from him. He is based in Pennsylvania. Just a really, really good person. He has multiple sales on Instagram throughout the week. Usually it's like 2 to 3 live streams on Instagram. He also does some sales on Drip, which is a competitor of Whatnot. So check out Stacking NYC. Let me cross him off the list. I just want to keep track. Also, another person that I've done a lot of business with is AG Stacking. AG Stacking is a really, really well-known name in the stacking community on Instagram. Very, very good deals. He's always posting. I have to mute him sometimes just because constantly getting feeds that there's this deal, that deal, or whatever. And then oftentimes I'm a little too late to actually pick up some of the stuff. But AG Stacking, great sense of humor. I've spoken with him before multiple times. We have done business together. I have sold some things on his behalf as well. So we actually have done a lot of work together. Great guy, definitely check out AG Stacking. He also, not only does he sell silver and gold, but he also does a lot with jewelry. Another one that you want to take a look at is Sean DSouza. Now, Sean DSouza also is a very well-known seller of precious metals, not just on Instagram, but I know he has a rather large Facebook group, which I am not on Facebook, but Sean DSouza has got a very large following over there as well. Definitely want to check him out. I've purchased so many things from Sean DSouza over the years. I can't recommend him enough. Definitely check him out. Also, I'm going to talk about another person who I know very, very well. Been friends with for, I'm going to say, 4 years since the beginning of my channel. And that's Graham Stacker. Graham Stacker, he has a YouTube channel, although he hasn't really done much with it over the last 2 or 3 years, but he is a lot more active on Instagram. He does a weekly auction where it's like a silent auction. He just kind of posts the picture. It's like a 1 hour thing. People bid on there, and then he just sells it to whoever the highest bidder is. But he does a lot on there. It's a different style than what a lot of people do when they are just doing like their live auctions. He actually does kind of like a live bin auction, I guess, if you want to call it that. But very, very good guy, very good prices, very trustworthy. Can't recommend him enough. He has bought a lot from me. I have bought a lot from him. We help each other out. I highly recommend that you check out Graham Stacker. Please tell him that I sent you as well. Then the next up on the list, who I've used a couple of times, I know is legitimate, has a big following, and also has a private deals group on, not Discord, I think it's on Telegram, and that's Bullion Brothers. Bullion Brothers, he's been around for a while. I think he's got 7,000 or 8,000 followers. I've done some deals with him in the past as well. Got my stuff relatively quickly. No issues whatsoever. He's just another seller on there that you can go to. I recommend that you definitely check him out. And then last on the list is another seller named Silver Switch. A little smaller in terms of the sales, but Silver Switch, he does a lot of sales as well on Instagram, and he also has some very good prices. I have purchased from him in the past, and I know that he is well liked and trusted within the stacking community. I think he has somewhere around 3,000 to 3,200 followers, somewhere in that ballpark range. But Silver Switch and I have an interesting background and an interesting history. The guy hated my guts, I would say, for about 3 or 4 years, and I made it my my mission to make it so that he did not hate me. He jokes, well, maybe he still does. I don't know. I bought from him, and he sent me stuff, and he never sent me like any sort of like dog poop or cat poop or anything like that in the mail. He might be still waiting and plotting, but he and I have done some business with one another. And like I said, I know that he is a trusted member within the stacking community, and he's got some very, very good prices. And he sells a lot of the stuff that I like, a lot of the semi-numismatic stuff. So you definitely want to check out Silver Switch. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I just gave you 7 people who you can trust on Instagram. They all range from, I would say, around 25 to 3,000 followers up to 12 to 15,000 followers, but they are all very unique. They all have tremendous value, and they bring a lot to the stacking community, and they have some very, very good deals. So definitely check them out. And again, make sure you let them know that I sent you, and let me know in the comments below, who do you buy from on social media, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever it is. Who are some of the top people that you enjoy buying from? Let me know in the comments below.